Here we go. So, I'm happy.
Prepare for battle.
Thank you.
As I didn't change this from directed cam, did I? That's why that wasn't working. There we go. Now I can see Ancient Apparition in this game. I'm always happy with an Ancient Apparition game. Makes me smile, because that's my favorite character. I was going to say character. Slizzard. Is this Lizard? No? Oh, whoa. Okay. Definitely not Lizard. I always take a look. Tom Ganks. I feel like I know that name. I feel like I've done this game. But maybe not. Seems so familiar. Got an Alchemist, Lena, Slardar, Weaver, Morphling. We'll see what the Alchemist is able to do. Shards come out, blocks him away from getting this bounty rune, or so I thought. And the timing was right, but... Oh, we do get it. Maybe they could get the other one. If Tusk can sneak by and get that bounty rune, that would have been nice.
A golden thread.
Night Stalker does stay alive. The Weaver finally gets one, but it's not the 3 or 4 they really wanted on this dire team.
We'll take that.
Where's this Alk going? Just staying top with Lena and Sardar?
Not for you.
I guess so, unless he's looking to jungle. That definitely looks like a possibility here. He's not sitting in lane, he's not farming. I don't understand any of this. Safe lane Legion? Is he? You should stay in lane. You should have got level 2. If you wanted to jungle, you should have at least waited to get acid spray. What's going on? I don't understand this game already. But this is Sardar farming. And they do have the Lena, I mean, with Dragon Slave, so the lane's not going to be easy here, and this is before tag team, so they'll have the sigil. They'll send the Ancient Apparition top. Slithering Crush comes out, but Chilling Touch is used, and before tag team, Chilling Touch was the go-to right-click help, and just getting away. He does have Guardian Sprint, but Ancient Apparition, we're going to get that last hit with the Cold Feet. We'll get First Blood, so doesn't get all the way out. Meanwhile, Tinker against Morph mid. See how well Tinker does here with the Laser and Rocket coming through. Morph in a lot of trouble already. Almost at 30 subs. It's like the most I've ever had. I think the most before that was like 20. Surpassing a lot of records. Or one away from 30. That'll leave Legion by himself. I think should be fine here against an off-lane Weaver. The Weaver can get aggressive with Shikuchi as well as the Geminate, but when you have press the attack eventually, you should be okay. I don't think it's going to be that bad. And if Ancient Apparition comes back bottom, things should look decent. Tinker does have a bottle if he wants to go bottom for this rune. Nobody's gone for it yet, which is surprising. Rune control mid is non-existent. He'll get the kill onto the Morphling, though, so I guess it doesn't matter. And that'll give him a significant lead overall. Southern Crush lands on 2 once again. They've got the stun of the Tusk to follow it up, but there's the Snowball. And that's going to hit both the Lena and the Sardar. The Sardar freezes over. The stun hits on the Ancient Apparition. They'll get the kill there with the Dragon Slave. They lose the Sardar once again. Ends up being a trade. Ancient Apparition dying, which is not the worst thing in the world, and he comes back top. So they are going to continue to try lane here and leave the lane open for the Legion Commander, who's now level 4. Not caught up to this Weaver, who's taking full advantage, and really no reason to not be. The Alchemist is farming the jungle, but how worth is this really?
Illusion.
You're trying to catch this Ancient Apparition, but he's still just level 2. Snowball comes out onto the Slardar once again, who uses the Slithering Crush. Cold Feet onto the Alchemist, and now Alc's dead. So trying to farm the jungle is definitely not working. Yes, you lost your Legion Commander. And really could use a support back. I don't know about solo laning if now the Weaver is going to get that far ahead, but Lina's in trouble, ends up dying to the Night Stalker. They'll still try for this Tusk, but Cold Feet on top. Southern Crush comes out. He's still going to freeze over. So now hit with the Void, and, well, he is dead once again. This top tri-lane going really well for the Radiant side.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Southern Crush, Cold Feet once again, forcing him back with the Void. There's going to be a snowball under tower. May not be the right move because he... Oh, actually, aggro taken by the Ancient Apparition. Waveform in. They'll look for something, but they find nothing.
We'll take that.
Still trying to go for the Ancient Apparition, but now Cold Feet snowball in. Able to escape it. Waveform again forward, so staying a little bit too long, but the Morphling not enough damage at the moment to get a kill on anything. Tinker comes around the back, and with the laser and rockets, he rotates and will get a kill. I don't know if I quite understand the move like that.
Radiant's middle
Morphling
tower
coming over
is
for
under
so long.
attack.
Doesn't get anything out of this, and they'll send the Lina mid
Radiant
to get
structures
6. Morphling's actually going to stay here. So 7-2. Not a huge net worth lead by any means, but what is it experience-wise? Actually, Dire have the lead on that, and they do have an Alchemist who's still going for this Battle Fury and still just level 3. Snowball leaving the Ancient Apparition behind. Morphling still here, with Slardar ready to pounce under the tower again. It's just one of these times they're going to make him pay, and that's going to be a problem. He doesn't even go Soul Ring. That's the craziest thing. If you want to regain your mana like that,
This will do nicely.
just seems like buying... I guess he's gotten Bottle, but is he going to be able to refill well enough? That's the question. Guardian Sprint not bringing him anywhere close, but he turns back. They've also got the Lina coming in, but they still can't get the kill. They bring the Tinker top. He leaves mid, as does the Lina. Alchemist still in the jungle. And now they kill the Morphling. It's going horribly for the Dire in that sense. I guess they've got the Weaver farming, but he's moved top too.
Radiant are
Usually when you're an ALK or an ALK team, you'd like to have the lead early in the game. And if you're the opponent, you know it's going well when the ALK doesn't have
Radiant's
much.
middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, still 4 heroes here. Top. Legion getting chased, but they don't have the damage to get this kill at the moment. Now the Cold Feet comes through on the Slardar, and that sends them away. More than enough to send them away. Rocket coming through onto the Alchemist again, getting hit up pretty hard. They'll be forced to use that Shrine. But Alk being denied quite a bit of farm, and the Tinker in front of him. This is why I don't understand jungle Alk. It makes logistically no sense.
Smart money.
He'll go after the Tinker, but if he gets silenced here, he could be in trouble. The Void hits, doing a lot of damage immediately to that Weaver and pushing him back. Morphling now has rotated to his third lane of the game, in the off lane. Small lead here for the Radiant side. Shards coming through onto the Slardar. Laguna Blade used, and, well, that doesn't
Dire's middle tower
gain them anything. It just kind of gets used there. Ancient Apparition falls bottom to the Weaver. Legion doesn't find a dual target yet. Still farming over bottom. Might be going for a Blink Dagger.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We'll look for the Slardar. Again, Lina here, as Tinker does a lot of damage with the rockets and the laser. Getting a quick little kill on the Lina, who doesn't have anything to really stop that from coming in. Ice Blast. Not landing, but he still doesn't have that ult. He's dead again.
Middle tower is under attack.
Try to go for this Night Stalker, the Shikuchi over.
Now they will suffer.
It just seems like the Dire aren't really putting anything together. The Tinker's really doing well. His farm has been fantastic. He comes over towards bottom. It is nighttime, so you need to be careful. As the Void comes out, they've also got the Silence. Corrosive Haze, but are you going to be able to get enough here to get a kill? And no, it's really just stopping the Morphling from going down, and the pressure from the Radiant is well felt. Ooh. Ice Blast? Did that land? No.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And the Snowball to try and survive here with Corrosive Haze. One more shot. Shikuchi. This is going to be under the tower, so definitely risky. If the Shikuchi hits, he should be able to get the kill. The Gemini just ends up dying. But it still is nighttime, so a silence could be really detrimental here, as he won't be able to get the time lapse off and ends up dying. So that for a Tusk is not worth it.
Beast bomb.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
4 right now, but still just a 1,000 net worth lead. That stems from the fact that they have an Alchemist who does finally have the Battle Fury. But I feel like he's getting overconfident in trying to take these Ancients.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And his farm is just being much slower than you'd like it to be. These Ice Blasts have been a bit short. Stalker now in a lot of trouble. One more shot. They don't get the kill onto the Night Stalker, and now, well, now they do, because I believe the Swarm was on him. He had gotten away, and it looked like they were going to get the kill here onto the Weaver. He's got time lapse, or onto the Swordar, actually. He was the one who was lower. He's got time lapse, and oof.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Still holding on to a lead. Blink Dagger next for the Tinker. I'll bring the Swordar behind him. Night Stalker's here, though, and will walk right by him. Corrosive Haze, Slithering Crush comes out. Cold Feet right on top. They've got the Ice Blast. That's going to land. Short distance dominating for this Tinker. Gets another kill. It'd be nice if they had the Legion Commander here to get a duel, but getting a duel over bottom, he's okay with it. Gets a little bit of, gets his first bit of duel damage. Thirteen to 5 with an Alchemist slowly farming Ancients over and over again. And now they have the Tinker with Boots of Travel and soon a Blink Dagger to just be everywhere. They've got the Blink on the Legion, so you come close to this, you might just be dead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I believe they are chasing on the Legion. But just nothing to follow that up, and they don't have a Blink Dagger on the Swordar yet. Snowball spotting the Weaver. And again, just fighting into this Tinker who's so farmed right now is so hard. You can just push out these towers and go back to base.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Try to push him bottom, but it's just going to be a hard one. Southern Crush comes out. They'll do a lot of damage to the Tinker. They've also got the Laguna Blade. The duel comes through. They'll get the kill. The Ice Blast goes over the top of the Lena, so they get a trade 1-for-1 on the strongest hero on the Radiant side, but they've got the Void. And, well, the Silence comes in. They'll get themselves a second. Morphling, meanwhile, just behind enemy lines here inside the jungle.
My waters rise. Got it.
Again, the net worth is close because of the Alchemist, but you see where the Morphling is compared to the Tinker and Legion in front of the Weaver. Night Stalker very much in front of this Swordar.
Generation.
Ancient Apparition is here. trying to take this Ancient. Swarm on top of him. 3 heroes come over. They'll rotate in. They should be able to get this kill easily. Ice Blast comes out, but it's not going to matter. Morphling, he gets chased down by the Tinker. He ends up dying. 16-7. This is becoming a real problem for the Dire, where they feel pressured, even though it's very close.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Night Stalker going Shadow Blade, Tusk going Deso. He's already got a Shadow Blade. Ancient Apparition with the late Midas.
Dire's top tower has been denied.
That Midas will help in the long run when he maybe gets Ags. Talk about potential Ags for these heroes on the Dire. If Alk ever gets it, or ever gets to that point, he seems so far behind. The Shadow Blade comes out. Look at where the Lina is. And the Southern Crush missing the Night Stalker. We'll TP the Legion up. Oh, Lina standing still, ends up dying, pops the Shrine, still dead anyway. It also hits onto the Weaver, so they get 2. Shards blocking this Slardar, and there's another kill. Maybe we would have liked to hold it for the Legion to get dual damage, but 3 big kills there. And again, Radiant just invading.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Ancient Apparition. One more shot till he's dead, but the blink. Duel. Snowball in. He's already morphing in his strength, though. However, the laser and the rockets coming in, the waveform trying to survive. And the rearm needs the vision. And there's the blink forward, the silence, the laser, and the rocket coming in. They will get the kill on the Morphling as well. Starter and Lina actually spot the Legion Commander as well as the Night Stalker, who goes right for the Alchemist. They don't care. Southern Crush comes out on 2. They have the Laguna Blade. That's going to be used on the Legion. Instead of the Night Stalker, they'll get the Legion, as well as the Night Stalker. So they will at least find him.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lina taking a lot of damage here. Forced to move back. Very well enough. And Tusk, Invis once again, and well, they don't have any vision for him. This is still just Battle Fury and Maelstrom. He's sitting top of the net worth, but oy.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Night Stalker trying to find a victim. Blink. They've got the duel onto the Morphling with the AA shot coming through. They also get the kill into the Lina off screen. They look for the Slardar with the Guardian Sprint to tempt away, but slowed down by the Ancient Apparition. Weaver coming over. And there's the Swarm on top. Alchemist finally fighting. And the stun is actually thrown at the Legion Commander. They can't find anything off of this, and the Alchemist freezes over from the Ancient Apparition's Cold Feet. Coming through is the Tusk. But with the rest of the team backing off, no point in him attacking there. Slardar trying to get out of harm's way, but not getting far enough, and the laser comes out from the Tinker. Another kill here for him, 10-1-4. Night Stalker coming over again, looking possibly for the duel. The Void comes out. The ulti won't be there, but it's not going to matter anyway. Another duel win for the Legion Commander. It's this bracket. And they come over towards top. He actually walks through the Shikuchi. Now they've got the dust on two of these heroes. Tusk comes over. And he doesn't have Walrus Punch, but he does have 11 charges in the wand, so he should be able to survive regardless if he gets the Walrus Punch back up. Oh, I was looking at the Ancient Apparition. That's my fault. Waveform over onto 3. They'll get the kill into the Ancient Apparition. They'll look for the Tusk. He had wand as well. I just misspoke a little bit, talking about the Ancient Apparition who had wand as well, and Ice Blast on cooldown. And then Legion now in trouble. Corrosive Haze. This should be a kill. And there it is. No Laguna Blade needed.
Dead in the water.
Midas finally picked up for the Ancient Apparition.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Alk with 2 farming items getting out-farmed by the Tinker. I think that was Herald, not Guardian.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Being optimistic, yeah. This Tinker is so farmed right now. Morphling's still looking for Lincolns, but it's going to be a while. This doesn't quite give them vision on the Morphling. The bottom, they get the dual win. They lose the Legion. They've got the Corrosive Haze onto the Tusk, but here comes the Night Stalker. You need to be careful with Ice Blast coming in. Now it's not even going to matter if you are able to time lapse, but they get the stun. They get the kill here onto the Tusk. Getting a little split up on the Radiant side. A lot of heroes here, though, so that's making this hard for these 2 heroes on the Radiant side to find much of anything. The Guardian Sprint attempting to get away up and down and up and down, but there's the Dagon with the laser, finally finishing him off. The Radiance is finished for the Weaver. Morphling comes in, but now what? What do you do here? They'll just stick with you and making yourself a target. Putting yourself in a lot of trouble. And they've got the laser. They'll have the Dagon once more. The AA ult hits onto the Lina. And now Alchemist again trying to come into this fight. But the rocket's bouncing off. They'll look for the Night Stalker. They'll chase. Dragon Slave hits 2. The chase is on and the kill is there. At least on the Tinker, but it is costing them a lot. I don't know if you want to chase. Oh boy. Charging the stun. Yules. Can he throw it? He has time, but the snowball comes out. The Lina in a lot of trouble. Ends up dying. Down goes the Alchemist. That's a dual win. 80 damage. Now here for the Legion Commander.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
This is going very poorly. Morphling boot toggling. A mortal play there, but walking into that fight was not exactly amazing. They're trying to get this Tusk. Dust comes out, Blink Slithering Crush to kill off the Ancient Apparition. The shards come in. That's going to hit onto 3 of these heroes. They'll use the ulti from the Night Stalker, but they'll land the stun. And they have Laguna Blade, as well as the Slithering Crush to follow it up to get the kill. So, again, a little bit too optimistic from the Radiant side, despite being down in net worth, are kind of up in this game, it seems like. But pushing out like that and finding themselves getting picked off is not going to help them seal this game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Hello? Hello? That seemed very risky. I don't... Was he not watching? I think it's a little bit different. You could see the little things. Like, this alchemist, who should be miles ahead, was jungling, and he just hasn't been able to do much. And you get the kill on the Ancient Apparition. Finds himself picked off. Heart for the Slardar. Heaven's Halberd for the Night Stalker. That's going to be nice against a couple of these heroes.
Who stalks there?
Slardar is right here. The Tinker, though, not really in too much trouble. At least for the moment. Legion with 80 dual damage. Going into a Deso. And Tusk spotting this Alchemist and wants to lead off with a Walrus Punch. Actually doesn't, and then the Snowball comes in. They'll have the kill without it.
You fought with such determination.
Lena here. Ancient Apparition, and when Lena stays still, it makes it very easy to get this kill. Night Stalker will clean him up. Now the shards come out. He's got the Swarm on top of him. He should just try to TP out here, but he doesn't have a TP, and, well, Weaver will find him, and Weaver will get the kill.
Regeneration.
Why would it...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They hit the bug off you first.
Got it.
That did not make much sense. So finally here with the Lincolns. And I think Weaver's looking for one too. But Deso on the Tusk and the Legion Commander. And the Halberd finish. They'll go for the Ancient Apparition. Alchemist dead over top. The chase, they should catch up. He's got the Swarm, so he's easily dead here. And they lose the Tusk over top. Sigil slowing him down, though. Laser, rockets, Dagon. Not enough. And now the TP's coming in, but they've got the Sigil. Blink, Slithering Crush. Doesn't get the rearm off, and now he's in a lot of trouble. He just might be dead. And they throw the AA Blast top. If he stays there, he's dead. Oh, a little bit too far. He probably wanted to pop that earlier. That could have hit the Weaver. So he is silent still. Now the time-lapse comes out, but turn it into nighttime, trying to catch up to the Weaver. They'll spot him. Lena's here, and Lena goes for the bounty rune. All right, doesn't look like it's gonna matter. Cold feet onto the Lena, but Lena freezes over. Swarm's still onto the Night Stalker. He needs to get out of here. Get the bug off of yourself. Lena did again. This is hard to watch. I'm trying to stay positive. But it's both sides. It's both sides.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Waters rise.
Yeah, exactly that. 3,000 net worth lead again, stemming from the Alchemist, who should be further ahead. He's going into a heart now. I think he could use a little bit more. But looks for the duel and will find it. Although it won't be enough damage. They'll send the Tinker in. The Weaver's coming in, so they should be able to get the kill, but they lose the Legion, and now you're in a little bit deep. If you can maybe get the kill here, Ice Blast comes out, the stun is through, they'll kill off the Ancient Apparition. It's just aggression, 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 and it's not really doing too much. Lina stuns the Night Stalker, but the Walrus Punch gets the kill here on the Lina. So a lot of heroes just getting caught in the wrong spots.
Beast bomb.
Trying to hold the snowball to hold away from the stun, but it's a full charge stun onto the Tusk, who has Shadow Blade, but the Acid Spray and the Radiance Burn not going to matter, as well as just not able to run. Tinker taking over that top spot in the net worth once again, has this Ag. Spirit Vessel picked up by the Night Stalker, basically replacing the importance from the Ancient Apparition. The game is close, but they're starting to pull away here on the Dire side. 3 of the 4 in the top, in terms of net worth, they're Dire-sided. And there's a big kind of drop-off between the Tusk as well as the Legion. Need to get out. Wing Slithering Crush, Corrosive Haze, bashed up. Laser comes in, so the misses follow. The Dagon as well as the Rockets. There's the Blink and the TP. Successfully out. Should be bottoming during that whole time. E-Blade for the Morphling. Morphling's recovered pretty well. He had a hard start. He was in 3 different lanes. The push should be kind of nice here from the Dire. But it is, again, hard to push into the Tinker. If they could kill the Tinker, they could take a couple of towers. I don't think there's much stopping them afterwards. Legion's got a lot of damage, but you'll have control after the Tinker can't really stop you.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So they might look for the Blink Duel here. Blink Duel. Ancient Apparition throwing the Ice Blast out. That's also going to hit the Alchemist, who's in a lot of trouble now. They'll get the duel win. The stun comes through. The Laguna Blade will be used to get the kill onto the Legion Commander, and I believe Tinker had started his bots to come in, but he's got the rearm. He'll be able to TP over Snowball onto the Weaver, but won't catch up as he Shikuchi's away. Stun from the Alch. Not getting disjointed. Weaver gets the kill on the Ancient Apparition. And then they will continue to give chase. They've got the Spirit Vessel on top of him as well as the Silence. He should be dead here, will be dead. And now, what will this Weaver be able to do? The E-Blade, the shotgun shot coming through at the Tusk. Now they're still trying to kill this Morphling, but they're under the tier 3. What are you doing here? And it's going to be a full team wipe for the Dire. Ooh, or not. Phase Boots helping this Night Stalker get out. It looks like he was in way too far with no hopes of getting away.
Double damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So, 8,000 net worth lead right now for the Dire. Radiant, it is not looking good. And the Dire, I mean, they should take Roche right now while the Tinker's not up. And why is the Lena buying an Ags when you could wait on an Ags from the out? And I think you could prioritize that instead of moon shards here, or a moon shard here.
My orders rise.
Save your money and go for something else. Yules. No stun thrown. Now they've got the silence. The swarm comes out. We'll miss them both. And now a Deso for the Weaver. They're getting really farmed on the Dire side. They have, you know, the Radiant, as long as the Tinker's alive, how do you walk right by him? As long as the Tinker's alive, their high ground hold is fine. Ice Blast coming across, but it looks like it's going to be off target. They'll still come over. They need to be careful. Weaver looking to wrap. They've also got Lena in here. Yeah, they want to get out, but Ancient Apparition will survive. Dust? No. And they lose the Courier. Legion trying to go in, what, 5v1? I don't understand that. And now the Tinker, who comes back in, just TP's out. These fights just don't make sense on some sides, and a 13,000 net worth lead here for the Dire now makes this game that much harder. Thinking Ags would be nice. Lena should hold this. Get a 4-staff instead. Go for the bottom tier 2. Ice Blast coming in. This is going to be with the Tinker, so Lena could be dead here. And yeah, definitely dead. Ancient Apparition pops the Lincolns. They've got the Yules, but under the tower, Slardar trying to make plays. And, well, giving up more dual damage for his troubles.
A golden thread.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower.
Mistakes certainly made, and Tinker making a mistake here, trying to go in onto this Morphling. That is not the fight you need to be
Radiant's
taking.
top tower is under attack.
Relentless.
Legion's got a lot of damage, not a lot of net worth.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Large lead here for the Dire. No Roche taken yet. Wait, you took the Cleave and you have a Battle Fury?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
The best combination in the game is -7 second unstable concoction, especially back then. -7 second unstable concoction cooldown and the 400 unstable concoction damage back in the day. It was so good when this replay was created. Now he's going into Roche alone. No scam. Takes it. Daedalus for this Night Stalker. He's level 25. Hunter in the night attack speed. Oof. That is nice. Winkins will be okay here for the Tinker, but they've got Corrosive Haze to take it out every 5 seconds. AADCing. Let's see if there's a pause. There is. Just wait here. For the reconnect, there it is. Find the Night Stalker. He's all by himself. They'll try to get the stun. The AA Blast will be on 4, which is nice if they can follow that up. The damage on the Lena. Shattering? No. Just not shattering, actually. Oh, Night Stalker for 80 seconds.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I guess with how slow this Alchemist is farming, it is okay. You'd just think that maybe he'd do something else, but... Ooh, he's gonna lose his first life almost immediately. Weaver comes in, but now he's just gonna be bashed up and killed. Go after the Alchemist with his second life. The duel is there, the kill is there. Legion ends up dying. If they get the dual damage, they'll clean up the Alchemist. The snowball across, blowing up the Lena.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
On the backlines, decent. Slithering Crush and Swordar. Way too strong for them right now. Bash is coming in, trading bashes. Or at least trying to. The Tinker buys back. And now rearming. Let's see what he's able to do. He's got rockets. The bash. Oh, Slithering Crush. No mana for a Walrus Punch. And now, well, he's got Heart. And that buyback is worthless.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack. Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
This is a 24,000 net worth lead here for the Dire side. Alchemist and Morphling are very farmed. Got 134 damage here on the Legion Commander, but... could use a lot more farm, sitting third to the bottom. Here's the Ags on the Lena, as AC is going to be picked up for Alk. Almost 30,000 net worth here too for the Morphling. And He's going into a Scotty next. We'll see what he gets rid of. Sorter has been unkillable too, especially with this heart. If you don't kill him, he will put the hurt onto you. And Weaver coming in deep towards mid. They're going to try and push. Without the Aegis, we saw how hard it is if they don't set themselves up right.
Radiant's top
And the
shrine
Dire
is under
are
attack.
up by so much, so for them to
Radiant's
be
top
as
shrine has fallen.
conservative with their movements as they are is a touch surprising to me. See where the Dire are posturing up. They are looking for their moment to enter this. As the Ice Blast hits on the Morphling, and now they're going forward. They go for the duel. That's going to be on the Slardar, but they don't have the damage to get the kill just yet. The E-Boy comes through, and it's going to be a win for the Slardar. They don't get the Snowball or the Shards to come out. They're throwing rockets as best they can, but it's just not doing enough damage at the moment. They lose the Legion again, just without much of a net worth to back up that swing. Easily dispatched. No impact damage. Goes in, doing a lot of damage onto this Ancient Apparition. And now the Snowball comes through, but the Blink Slither Crush comes out on the Ancient Apparition to finish him off. They've got the E-Blade through onto the Tusk. Buyback from the Legion Commander. The BKB is going to be popped by the Morphling. They'll get the kill to the Night Stalker. And now, what can the Tinker do to hold the base? What can the Legion do? He just fought back. He just fought back. And now they kill off the Morphling, who's dead without buyback. Big chunk to your DPS gone. Snowball lands, rockets coming in, buyback from the Night Stalker, E-Blade thrown, or stun thrown from the Alchemist. Killing that Morphling might actually give him a chance here as Dire back off from that. Weaver. Doesn't have a way to stop that TP though.
Haste.
We'll take that.
Picked up for the Weaver. Is he going Bloodthorn? Find the Night Stalker. Alright, well, the Heaven's Halberd comes out. He's able to survive, and now the rockets and the lasers coming through, bouncing around, doing a lot of damage onto the Lina as well as the Slardar. They should be able to freeze him over. They'll get the kill onto the Lina. Look for a second, and that's going to be 2 for the Radiant. Both without buyback. So 2 dead here with Roche up in a minute. Dire continuing to be unable to finish.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Still at 32,000 net worth lead, but Radiant trying to hold on. Roche is going to be up in 13 seconds. Another Aegis cheese here for the Dire. Could spell trouble for the Radiant in terms of this game. Could just end it. Try to catch the Tinker, who's split pushing a little bit. Spotting Roche. Sending it all the way towards top to hit that Weaver. Almost has the axe here. 10,000 gold. And nobody on your team has Agsynth.
A golden three.
I don't know what you're farming for.
Radiant get this Roche. While Alk is farming with 11,000 gold under his belt. Apparition spotted again. Cold Feet placed on him, so he actually doesn't get caught. However, Tinker, where was that? He got killed by the Sword Art. That must have been bottom. They're all going for Blood Thorns. Tinker buying back again.
Double damage.
Sword are spotting the Night Stalker, but there's the Heaven's Halberd. Tinker coming over. No shrine to get to, but only creeps. Unfortunately, with this Aegis, I'm not sure what the Radiant can do. They're being pushed in quite heavily. Weaver coming in, Legion right behind him, and the Ag's finally picked up here for the Ancient Apparition. We'll see if that makes much of a difference. 7, 3, and 21.
Money to burn.
Got the stun. That's thrown to the Legion. Rocket's coming all the way through, landing on a couple of these heroes, but while you're doing that, your bottom tier 3 is being taken. Slithering Crush coming in once again. The snowball lands. Now they've got the Heaven's Halberd trying to keep him close. The Walrus Punch is there with the Rockets. They'll get the kill. He does not have buyback. Nobody does except Alchemist. How are you keeping yourself without buyback right now?
We'll take that.
This 42,000 net worth lead can mean nothing if you don't have buyback. He ate a Moon Shard, bought a Moon Shard. Morphling ate his Moon Shard. Could give an Axe to the Weaver.
Smart money.
Could have given one to the Lena, but Guess Lino was right for taking it if it took this long for him to get it. This is an Axe Ancient Apparition Ice Blast. Let's see if it's enough percentage-wise. Nicely done to Yules there. Won't shatter. I think almost forgot about that. Making it 17% thresholds would be interesting. There is an Axe finally given out. He feels me judging him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Going for an Octarine cooler now. I'm gonna keep this on buyback. The net worth doesn't matter at this point. Weaver coming forward. Not sure that's the move, but they throw a Sentry Ward down. If they can catch him, get the kill, that would be pretty dangerous here for the Dire. Again, only buyback available on the Night Stalker. Anybody dies. I think the Radiant could certainly push in if they're not too careful.
A golden thread.
Roche is not up, nor will it be for a while. And Slardar dies. They get the dual damage. That's 192. He took the 40+ dual damage, even though he had lost a duel recently. I'm surprised at the confidence, but I mean, I guess it makes up for the lack of the net worth. Is he gonna give up another axe? Has he given up another axe? Not that anybody needs it at this point.
More fuel for my fire.
Okay. Radiant holding. A 5-man axe? No. Only one so far. But did he just buy one? Blink dagger for the morphling. Lose the Tinker. He's dead for 2 minutes. Doesn't have buyback. Doesn't have buyback for 2 minutes. What did he buy here that I'm missing? At least in terms of the gold. Look for the duel, possibly. I think blinked back. No, had blink. I thought maybe blinked back and had it on cooldown. Ice Blast. Not going to back up into it, but they've got the Snowball. The E-Blade comes out. And they have Blade Mail as well as a duel available, but the Blink Slither Crusher lands onto 2. They'll pop the Linkens onto the Weaver. They'll continue to move in, but the damage is too great for the Weaver to end up surviving. The duel comes out, and they'll find themselves the duel victory. Killing off the Slardar. They look over at the Morphling. The Waveform's in. That's going to be 4 heroes dead. Ice Blast in 15, but they buy back on the Legion as well as the Night Stalker. And they glyph. E-Blade, shotgun. Oh, trying to fight, but he can't. The Legion hitting for so much. Oh my. 50,000 net worth lead here for the Dire. What are you farming for? I don't understand. Did he give the moon shard to somebody? He gave the moon shard to the Lena. He must have. Now he's got an open slot. Actually wasn't an axe. It was a moon shard I think he gave to the Slardar. That's what he's doing, giving moon shards away. I finally figured it out.
We'll take that.
This will do nicely.
50,000 net worth lead. And they can't put the seal on it. I don't quite understand. Sorta with that moon shard. Bash City. Bash City. Kill the Night Stalker mid. Laguna Blade. Not finding a home. They might look for a duel here. If anybody were to come up close, they've got 3 heroes nearby, and well, Ancient Apparition in the base. Night Stalker though, dead for a while after buying back. If they can rotate and find the morph, that could be a good kill. Or one of these heroes, but they won't be able to rotate into the right spot. Meanwhile, Shikuchi over finds the Legion. Oh boy. There's the Orchid. Swarm on top, doing a lot of damage. Needs to get back. They've got the Yules. They pop the Lincolns. Swarm on top of a couple of these heroes. Now the laser and the rockets following up onto the Slardar. They need to be a little bit careful though. Blink, Slither Crush popping the Lincolns with the Corrosive Haze. They'll bring over the Weaver. The Ice Blast coming in. That's going to land onto the Slardar to get the kill. But now they need to work the Weaver as the Tinker's dead for over 100, hitting away at the Ancient Apparition, doing a lot of damage here, but they've got the Yules. They'll have the duel on top of it, I think, and they will. So they'll clean him up. He's dead for 100. Still 55,000 net worth lead, though, for the Dire.
Double damage.
I just don't get it.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Why? Why?
Illusion.
Why?
My waters rise.
Why? Why would you deny the Aegis? You got Roche for a refresher shard? But you deny the Aegis? What are you doing? I feel the veins in my or my brain is pulsating right now. I'm at a loss for words. Heart for the Night Stalker would be nice. Is everybody 25 yet? No,
See no Weaver.
not yet.
Got it.
Not yet. This attack speed's crazy. Ags? Now an Ags? You're gonna risk your buyback for buying someone an Ags? I better... Are you gonna give that to somebody? I'll look for the morph bottom, but can't catch up. Meanwhile, behind them, the Weaver comes in, and Legion might want to do something about this. The BKB is going to be popped here on the Night Stalker, and they pop the Lincolns, and, well, 12% chance every time. No buyback on the Weaver. Who did he give that axe to? Morphling. Okay, at least he gave it away, and he didn't hold it in his backpack. I feel like this Alk could kill anyone he wanted. But they are not... It's a 65,000 net worth lead. What am I witnessing? Bloodthorn for the Morphling, good item. What are you going to exchange? What are you going to sell? You're 9 slotted right now. Have you thought this through? Oh, man. We're in a lot of trouble. The Laguna Blade. Wasn't that worth denying the Aegis? Oh, my God. Ugh. Are they all going Bloodthorns?
This sustains.
You don't even have buyback. I've gotten from dumbfounded to frustrated. I'm gonna go for the kill bottom, but Morphling's just dead. He's got no buyback. He's got no buyback. Buy on the Bloodthorn. Don't sell the Hurricane Pike that you're never gonna use again, by the way. And be short on buyback. Because you bought it on a Bloodthorn. You have a 60,000 net worth lead. Use it. Stop getting picked off. Go as 5. I'm going insane. One by one. Can they get the Tinker here? They should be able to. At least the Swordar can get a kill. Because if he's dead, he bought out on a Bloodthorn too. No sentries, no gems. Just not even. Slithering Crush. Killing the Legion very quickly. Now the Radiant are the ones getting picked off one by one. You should... Oh. I'm gonna scream. This is an hour and 10-minute game. Weaver taking a lot of damage. Blink, Slithering Crush. They've got the silence coming through onto the Tusk. They'll get the Bastions coming out, as well as the BKB being popped. They'll finally get the kill. That's going to be the Slardar who gets it. But now with the Void, with the silence on the Slardar, they will finish him off. It's the AoE Cold Feet that does it. It's fun getting to this point. E-Blade. Now what? You pop your BKB and you leave.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now they're going as 4. But the Tinker's up in 8. Oh my god, an AoE that hits everybody right now would be disgusting. Silence though. Pops the Lincolns. Never mind, he's dead immediately. They've lost their bottom center racks. They'll try to finish the game. They've got buyback on just the out. So let's see what they're able to do here if they lose this fight. They shouldn't. They should win this game. It should be over. This should be GG. Tinker, Lincolns. Ooh, now he gets hexed up. There's the Yules coming out, and that should be... It should be. They get the tier 4, the waveform in, E-Blade's used, and then what? Legion in 23. They have a glyph. They can try to hold it. Ancient's going to be exposed. There's the glyph. And there's the disarm. The silence comes down to the Night Stalker, taking a lot of damage. The BKB is going to be popped. The Tinker trying to do all he can. Meanwhile, BKB comes through from the Weaver. Why are you not attacking the well? Or the Ancient? What are you doing? Now they've got the Tusk as well as the Legion up. The mini stuns. They look over. They've got the duel on the Alchemist. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. It was the Lena. Link, Slithering Crush, Sardar, Save Your Friend Syndrome. You got no friends there. You're dead too. Weaver might be next. Out of the Shikuchi. Another Hex. There's the rearm. Blink forward. Dagon again. Full team wipe. They have Weaver. Alchemist, what are you doing? What are you doing? If you had the Aegis there, by the way, you would have had another life. But you... Why'd you just buy out on a BKB? Why did you just buy out on a BKB? I don't think they could push fast enough. But... maybe they can.
Dire's middle tower has
23
fallen.
seconds. All they need to do is take the tier 3 and go straight tier 4s.
Dire's structures are
But
falling.
comes out, 16 seconds. They're going for the rats.
Middle barracks are under attack.
They gotta go straight to tier 4s. They need to stop going for these buildings. Go straight to tier 4s.
Dire's middle
9 seconds left. On both the Weaver, or on both the Morphling, as well as the App. They've got everybody up. They're gonna push in. They don't have a glyph. They glyph before. They oh my god!